In 1989, a man walked into Tokyo's airport carrying a passport that looked completely legitimate. It had stamps. It had seals. It had a photo. There was only one problem. His country didn't exist. And the strangest part? He vanished from inside a guarded room and was never seen again. Today, you're going to learn about the most mysterious traveler ever recorded in Japan. A man whose identity was checked, verified, and still impossible. The Taured Case, or, as many call it, the man who came from nowhere. It was a busy morning at Narita International Airport. Hundreds of passengers were arriving at the same time. Among them, a well-dressed man in a gray suit, leather suitcase, calm expression. He approached the immigration counter and handed over his passport. Place of origin: Taured. The officer frowned. He assumed it was a printing mistake, but the traveler insisted, with absolute confidence. Taured is between France and Spain. The officers pulled out a map. No country by that name existed anywhere. The man became irritated, saying he had traveled to Japan many times and that the stamps were right there in front of them. And they were. The passport had dozens of legitimate stamps. His suitcase had real airline tags. His business card looked authentic, but nothing corresponded to any real country. While authorities tried to understand what was happening, the man stuck to the same story. He was an executive on a business trip. He had been to Japan 3 times before. His hotel was waiting for him, and his company expected him the next morning. Except, when officials called the hotel, his name wasn't listed. When they called the company, it didn't exist. The bank on his credit card had never been registered. It was as if his entire life had been created for that one trip, and nothing beyond it. Not knowing what else to do, authorities placed the traveler in a secure room. He wasn't arrested, just watched. 2 guards stood outside. The window was sealed shut. The door was locked. Inside, there was only a bed and a small table. The man stayed calm the entire time. He said it was a ridiculous mistake, and that everything would be solved in the morning. It wasn't. When the guards opened the door the next day, the room was empty. The window was still sealed. The door was still locked from the inside. No camera showed any movement. There were no hidden passages. The man simply disappeared. And stranger still, his passport, his documents, his Taured currency, everything vanished with him. Since then, the Taured Case has become one of the most debated mysteries in Japan. The theories are many. A dimensional traveler? A temporary slip between parallel timelines? A secret agent using an impossible cover identity? Or just an extremely sophisticated fraud that was never proven? But authorities never found answers. No clues. No traces. The man entered Tokyo and never left. And you? What do you think happened to the traveler from Taured? Did he come from somewhere else? Or is this mystery much more human than it seems? Comment below. Does Taured exist? I'll read every comment. And follow Inusitary, because the next case is even stranger than this one.